The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
It's familiar, but not too familiar, but not too not familiar. It's a new craze. Hey, good girls, do you wanna just say, hey, I wanna? Just say, hey, I wanna.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to My Brother, and Me, an advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy, and it's time to pay the piper.
I'm the middleest brother, Travis McElroy, and I agree with the statement about the piper.
I'm your sweet baby brother, Griffin McElroy, and look at how sticky my hands are. I'm going to put them right in your pockets and get all that sweet change out.
We're the Sticky Bandits of podcast.
It's a MaxFunDrive. That means a long episode, some of which is begging, but a lot of it is comedy still. Well, comedy. I used air quotes.
I don't like to think of it as begging as much as I like to think of it as self-serving suggestion in the fiduciary sense.
I mean, is it begging when the waiter brings the check to the table, Justin? I don't think so.
Comedy check.
It's time to pay the comedy check, and you all said you would split it, but then Deborah had the comedy salad, but Steven had the comedy T-bone. So do you split the comedy evenly? It's hard to say. Do you tip on the comedy tax? Who knows?
Listen to my brother and me. It's like going to a very expensive comedy dinner with you and 1 million to 2 million of your closest friends. And you all said you would split the check, except some people dine and dash. And you just got to assume everybody else dine and dash. And you are picking up their part of the tab.
And by really fancy dinner, you mean like a Ponderosa once a month.
Yeah.
And by millions, I meant significantly not that. But.
And it's fun because every year we talk about like what we need the money for, and we always say like, you know, kind of general stuff like make the show better, and we have a very specific need this year.
Yeah, I'm buying pizza right now as we speak.
Two very specific needs
for my wife and baby, and they're like, are the donors payment method credit card? Nope, no dice there. Checking account? No, don't have it. Donors?
Question mark?
Donors, can you supply us with this sweet Italian podcast fuel that we call pizza?
The other reason that we discussed before we started was that we need to hire a team of lawyers.
Okay, we need flavor defense because everybody is constantly coming for our flavor.
And we tried to mail our flavor to ourselves and then not open the envelope so that we could prove that in court.
Doesn't hold up in court.
Didn't hold up.
Does not work. The Yahoo Answers, those were funny. You know who else thought so? Everybody.
Every fucking person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everybody in
and
the
everybody
world.
else is doing sad libs now.
Well, that particular zeitgeist.
I saw it on Comedy Bang Bang. It was on Nerdist. It was on Midnight. Everybody's doing sad libs.
Hoda was busting them out.
Hoda's doing some sad libs.
And then today we see this, like, all of a sudden, Vice and NPR in the past 2 days have both gotten on haunted dolls.
I feel like I've heard about that somewhere before.
Yeah, I know. And people send us these links gleefully, like, guess it's catching on, and I see those links and I think, fuck!
You think
that's now a thing we can't do anymore because now it's a thing. Like,
you see those links
we're not getting a cut of that. We don't get a slice of that.
You see those links as negative food in your baby's tummy.
Are they stealing from us? No. Is it just that we've holistically, as a culture, like, the time has come for haunted dolls to be widely known, and we just, like, it was so amazing that we couldn't keep it to ourselves? Does Terry Gross listen to my brother and me? She's chomping our flavor 24/7.
Occam's razor. Occam's razor.
Occam's razor is that Terry Gross, TG, is chomping our flav 24/7, and we need a team of flavor defense lawyers to get her into jail.
We need to get the firm of Flav and Flav.
Yeah, to protect our flav. I want her breathing stale air in a jail cell. No more fresh air for you, TJ. So it's MaxFunDrive every year.
What is that? Can you explain what that means to people
I'm
who haven't?
about to, if you can just wait. Chris Farley voice. Every year. Okay, let me back up.
You have
We're
forgotten what we do.
We're part of the Maximum Fun Network, which is a network of beloved podcasts. Us, Jordan Jesse Go, Stop Podcasting Yourself. New additions like Baby Geniuses.
The Flophouse.
Flophouse. So many others. We're part of this podcast network, and every year, once a year, we come to you, the listeners, and say, hey, can we have some support for the stuff that we're doing, right? That makes sense so far. And then that's basically it. If you've been enjoying the shows, we ask that you maybe give a little bit, a monthly donation to help support the network, and in return, you're going to get a ton of really great stuff. We'll be telling you about this later. We'll tell you about all the cool stuff you can get. There's a lot of cool stuff, and we will we'll tell you how to donate. It's MaximumFun.org/donate. Spoiler alert. But we'll be breaking in later to tell you about that. For now, though, let's get on with the show. Hey, I'm inspired, Griffin. I'm inspired. Okay. Let's start with the Yahoo this time.
Whoa!
I know, right?
Whoa! Is it opposite day?
Let's start with the Yahoo this time.
This is fun. This is fun precedented. Also, you don't have the email open, do you?
I'm trying to finish ordering the pizza.
You're fucking going on a pizza adventure. No way. I'm going to sit here obstinately.
Let me zest my baby for a second while you do your dumbass show.
You zest your baby on your own goddamn time.
Yeah,
That's my favorite Dr. Spock book, by the way.
It's post 5 p.m. I am on my own goddamn time. I'm trying to feed my baby. Can you please
trying to feed her delicious pizza?
I'm trying to get my baby delicious.
Listen, we're trying to get this baby flavor blasted in here, and Griffin's copying the swag.
Do you know how much focus it takes to be on the Pizza Hut website and order a full baby bottle of marinara? Do you know?
Justin, I thought that you guys were breastfeeding marinara sauce.
It's genetically, it just didn't pan out for us.
How about a Yahoo?
Can I tell you the best part about the PizzaHut.com experience? At the end of the ordering process, step number 3 is, do you want this order as soon as possible, or do you want this at a future time? Like, hi, I'm getting pizza.
I am anticipating that in 3 hours' time, I will be a hungry boy.
That is so crazy to think that you order pizza when you have nothing left to lose. Like, it's so crazy to me that anyone would, get out in front of this. Here in a few hours,
Can you do it 3 days' time and say, bring me a pizza on Thursday when I'm least expecting it?
All right, Griffin, give me what you got. I have the questions now, by the way. The bazaar's been ordered. Our national tragedy has been averted.
Okay.
Hit me.
This Yahoo was sent in by Ashley Shannon. Thank you, Ashley. It's by Yahoo Answers user Shades, who asks, Wendy's drive-through service time, too fast. Weirdly timed, considering our previous conversation. Is it possible for a drive-through service to be too fast? I went to a Wendy's restaurant and had forgotten, because I haven't been in about 1.5 years, how do you go that long without some sweet Wendy's in your mouth? How fast the drive-through service is. Is it odd that as soon as you get to the pickup window, your meal is ready? So fast that you don't have to step on the brake. Just fucking chuck it in. Give me a crispy chicken hand grenade right in the window, right in the driver's side. And on top of this, the cashier at the first window oddly knew what denomination of money I was going to give her and had the exact change ready when I got to the window.
Wait, okay, it's spinning out of control.
This is ridiculous.
We got a
Is it weird that I go to a prescient?
We go to a Precog Wendy's. They have 3 red-headed teenage girls in tanks. And they just, every few minutes or so, their eyes pop open.
He's going to want the nugs. He's going to get the nugs.
Spicy chicken deluxe.
And then every so often, one of the 3 will be like, it's probably a junior bacon cheeseburger. It's like, no, it's
delete
a spicy
that.
chicken sandwich.
Looks like we've got a Hyundai Elantra pulling around 2003 Hyundai Elantra, and here comes a little brown ball down the machine. Okay.
He wants diarrhea.
Surprise! That's every bound ball.
That's all of
not
them.
at the Wendy's.
I get it. Like it not only freaks me out because witchcraft, obviously. It sort of shatters the illusion that this food is being, at the very least, resuscitated to order. You know what I mean? Like I'm not expecting.
Somebody gets the pedals out on your junior bacon cheeseburger, like clear.
No,
Right.
no, hold on. Do you guys expect that the person working at Wendy's, like when a burger's ordered, you're like, you know what? I know what I was taught at Wendy's I'm going to reinvent the burger on this one. I'm going to need a solid 20 to 30 minutes.
No, but let's split the difference. I also don't think there's any char grilling going on.
What if the meat is the bun? You're crazy, Randall.
Well, that's how. I mean, that's been like KFC and Taco Bell's basic MO.
Just let crazy Randall do whatever.
Yeah, crazy Randall, like, oh god, it's a taco, but shell's all cheese and the meat's all cheese and it's cheesy all through.
It came to me in a flavor dream.
You can't cook anything with KFC with a hole in it because Randall will try to stuff a potato wedge in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lenny Kravitz.
I don't want. I'm not pretending that there is an artisanal level of craftsmanship going on, but when it's instantaneous, it just I can't get
too
over
fast.
it.
It's
It's too
unsettling.
fast. The food is too fast.
Do you think
It's not so much. It's not about the food quality for me. I just don't like the idea that I'm not unoriginal. Like I kind of like them to have to make it special for me.
Well, that's what I was saying. Is it kind of the thing where it's like no sentence, no combination of words has ever not been said in the history? Like we've said so much that there's no new way to say anything. Like everyone's ordered everything from this Wendy's, and that's how they even know the change. It's like, okay, it was $13.81. He's going to give me a 20. Like I've just got a drawer set out with $6.19 to hand back to him.
Lenny Kravitz Marinara breast milk.
That's been said. That was in
No, that's
12th night.
garbage. That was fucking it. That was the first.
First time he birthed that concept into being.
The bigger concern is how furious is the food.
That would have been a good thing to say 17 minutes ago.
Yeah, Griffin, did you edit that into the first time you said it was too fast?
Yeah, and what I'll do is I'll also take Lenny Kravitz Marinara breast milk and make that be the first thing anybody hears when they turn on the episode.
Okay,
I'm gonna actually edit that into the beginning of every episode we've ever done. All 243 episodes, all gonna kick off. It's gonna be
the Lenny Kravitz breast milk reverberated back through time.
Preceding Bob Ball's opening monologue. We're gonna have a Lenny Kravitz Marinara breast milk, just as like a teaser of things to come. And now the singularity has occurred, and now we can move on.
I got a question. My friends and I have developed a bit of an unofficial rotation for hosting dinner get-togethers. They are always a blast. My friends are all great hosts and awesome guests and never show up without some food or booze in tow. It worked out perfectly until one couple invited everyone over and sent out the message that rather than contributing any alcohol or food, everyone who attends should just pay them $15 a piece.
What the
They would take
fuck?
care of all the drinks and foodstuffs themselves. I think this is some ghoulish shit. If I wanted to conduct
Or
a
some
business
goulash
transaction-
shit if they have goulash.
if I wanted to
These are the
conduct
high quality gifts you're paying for, Terry.
That will be $30, please.
yeah, bad news. Just by listening to that goof, you don't have to give us another quarter. If I wanted to conduct a business transaction for my dinner, I'd go to a restaurant. Suddenly just skews me out about forking over cash to my friends for the meal they prepared. Am I crazy? That's from neurotic guests in the Midwest.
Of course you're not crazy. Your friend is charging you tickets to enter their home.
Yeah, this is just across the board terrible. This is a pot fuck is what it is. You're getting screwed over. It sucks. It's terrible because it is literally taking the idea of a potluck party, which I adore. It's it is maybe my number one sign of adulthood is it is my favorite thing is ooh, I wonder what Garrett's gonna bring.
Yeah.
Last time he brought some kimchi. It was very exotic and exciting. I can't wait to see what he brings in this. That is my favorite thing because it's not only you get to eat a bunch of really great food most of the time. It's that you get to cook and you get to prepare, and it's such such a way of. It's communal. It's a way of showing that you care about people and that you it is I don't know. It's such a wonderful, warm friendship feeling to have all this food that everybody's prepared for each other, and this is literally the goddamn diametric opposite of that.
Okay, all right. Counterpoint. One counterpoint is, what if your friends always make what if you're a picky eater and your friends always make a bunch of just mayonnaise-y shit, just like they're mayonnaise boys through and through, and they put mayonnaise in everything, and like different variations of salads. Like, what if you just hate the things they make and you're like, you know what, I'm hosting this at my house, I'm not gonna eat some mayonnaise today.
No mayonnaise
one
soup
thing.
for me today.
No mayo, no
today.
wayo.
Joshua?
Mayo, no wayo.
Joshua, that will be $15, and I will take that mayonnaise soup you brought, because I guess you didn't read the email close enough, and I'm going to dump it right down the sink.
Oh, you don't have
also maybe
$15? You can go home.
You can go
They
right
also may have just not wanted to like coordinate. Like, kimchi's great, but then there's that one party where everybody brought kimchi. It's like, do we have enough? Is there other kinds of kimchi that people should bring? What is kimchi?
But Justin, I would say that the social contract then is like, if you are just inviting people over to eat dinner at your house, you're volunteering to cook dinner for everyone. Like, I don't think you get to say like, hey, I want to have everyone over and cook for you guys and also charge you for it. Like, no, hold on. Either you invite everyone to bring a dish or you're cooking for everybody. Like, you don't get to charge people admission to your house.
What if the thing they want to get is really bodacious and expensive, like ancient grain-fed chicken nuggets?
Now, I
or
would say
something?
that if that's the thing, if you're like, hey, we want to host a luau, do you guys want to like go in on a pig?
A suckling pig, and also where do you buy those and how do you cook them? And
Then
isn't that
that's a
gross?
thing. That's a deal. If it's like Thanksgiving and you're all going in on the turkey, yeah, that makes sense. But just the idea of like, we're all going to have everyone over and we made a pasta dish, that'll be 15 goddamn American dollars, please.
Well, then the other problem with that is you've just entered a value equation into the food that you make.
Like, it should be like you get to pay how much you think the dinner was worth.
Or
It's like-
$7. That's great, Daniel. Thank you so much.
here's an idea. Instead of $15 for this pasta dish that you've cooked up for them at your house, you can have them pay $99, and then for the next 6 weeks, they can come to your house and have as much pasta and soda for themselves and a friend as they want.
That sounds like a terrific
Because
deal.
if you're going to open a goddamn Olive Garden, then fucking do it right.
No, you're not crazy. That was not a cool thing for them to do. If they want to volunteer to cook everything, that's the deal. Like, I've had lots of friends where it's like we all took turns hosting dinner parties, you know, as opposed to a potluck. Like, we're going to do a full-on dinner party and invite our friends over. Cool. That's a totally adult, awesome thing to do. But the adult, awesome part of that is saying, I've got to a point where I can provide for my friends. Like, not like I've got to a point where I can charge you for friendship.
Who are these goddamn monsters who have not only ruined the very idea of a potluck forever for everybody, but also want to spend their entire evening fucking managing their accounts? Who collecting money from friends for anything is the worst. So you only do it for big shit like group vacations and shit, not for fucking fettuccine Alfredo.
Yeah, this is a horrible thing.
It's the worst.
I could see where maybe they had a really misguided thought of like, we're going to save everyone the trouble of coming up with something to cook and cooking it, and we'll take it off their hands and cut out the middleman. Except that, like, that ruins the fun. That's like saying, I'm going to have a birthday party, but we're not going to have cake because I don't want you all to be so exhausted after eating all that cake. Like, you've missed the point.
Ugh.
I'm livid now. I haven't been to a dinner party, I think, ever.
What?
What?
I think I have.
I can't
What the
believe that's true.
fuck?
You're an American adult.
What? Huntington's not really built for that kind of thing.
You need to throw one too sweet, sir.
Who? With who?
I don't know. You know people.
Do you not have friends, Justin?
Hey, time out from the podcast real quick.
A quick TO for a fucking St. Elmo's fire intervention with our oldest brother. What's going on?
I have a baby. That's my best friend.
No, well,
Like, that's all I have anymore. I just have a baby. I don't have friends. What are you talking about? What happens at a dinner party? Hey, guys, quick question. What am loves?
what it loves.
Do you guys want another Yahoo?
Yes.
Wow, really burning through them. All right.
This Yahoo was sent in by Nathaniel Claxton. That's a fucking super sick name. Thank you, Nathaniel.
Yeah, it's awesome.
by Yahoo Answers user Diamond, who asks, I think I am in love with my guardian angel.
Oh.
Interpret it any way you'd like. I will. Thank you. I don't need your permission.
Thank you for giving me that option.
But I've always believed that every person has a guardian angel. If you would like to disagree, that's fine too, but these are just my opinions. I'll mention a few things about my angel. His name is Eric.
Well, hold on. Hold on, Diamond. I don't want to poke holes too early in your argument. This is my angel, Eric Estrada.
He often appears to me with messy brown hair, deep brown eyes, very tall, and a toned body. Oh, Eric.
He says he's just my neighbor, but I know the truth.
Of course he looks good. He's an angel. Have you seen Michael? Because that movie starred John Travolta. He has saved me from danger numerous times. And
I can't tell which of this is you and which of this is the person. Does the person mention Michael?
No, I did. He has saved me from danger numerous times. Again, this is still me talking about John Travolta. Eric has saved this question asker from danger numerous times, and I can be a very clumsy person. I was in an accident just over 4 years ago. I apparently passed out for 20 minutes, and I came out without a scratch or any kind of pain. My truck rolled over 6 times, and it was completely totaled. I came out without a scratch. Another incident happened when I was with a friend of mine. He was driving us on the highway, and we were in the far left lane. A transporter truck almost collided into us, but swerved into the other side of the road. There would have been a split second left until he hit us. I almost died as an infant when my mother was giving birth to me. I was also almost involved in a plane crash in 2010 right before my car accident. He tells me that he's always there for me when I'm alone, and I feel a strong, protective, and loving force whenever he's near.
No.
I always feel arms wrapped around me when I sleep. Sometimes we even travel together in my dreams. He takes me to different countries that I've never been to because I have always wanted to travel the world.
Oh, no.
I was planning on writing a book about him so that everyone can know how wonderful he is. There is a part of me, though, that can't help but love him on a romantic level. I want to know what your thoughts on
Eric
angels
always
are.
says to keep that part to myself.
He's watching out for me always. I want to know what your opinions on angels are, even if you do not believe in them. Thank you, Diamond.
Is the argument with guardian angels that when something bad does happen, it's like, well, it could have been way worse?
What? They should have gotten there a little earlier, you mean?
Well, it's
Like,
just
hey,
like,
just
I
don't-
stubbed my toe, and it's like, thanks, guardian angel. And the guardian angel's like, if I hadn't been here, the chair would have fallen over and broken your neck. And it's like,
Yeah.
what? That's lazy guardian angeling.
You're suggesting that every injury anybody has ever suffered is a lessened version. That just doesn't make any sense.
Well,
Travis.
otherwise,
I appreciate what
it's
you're
the
saying,
guardian
right?
angel
Like-
going, oh, sorry, I was looking over there. I didn't see the chair. That one's on me, you guys.
I was watching Angels in the Outfield again, and okay, so the car thing, right? If the angel was there and it was like the only one that helped protect you in a car wreck, why couldn't the angel have come like a minute earlier and just been like, "Hey, slow down,
Yeah. Hey, look out.
hey, slow down," and look
Because
out.
he talks to you other times, apparently. Why was
Yeah.
he so mum and this? Like, why wasn't he like, you should merge?
Well, okay.
And when you're a baby, like, can I just say something? There are many things about this question that I find upsetting. Number one among them is that the number one among them is that an angel was there in the delivery room when your mom was giving birth to you, and he was like, "Hey, mama, this one's for me."
Dibs.
Dibs.
And sometimes
hey.
he spoons you.
Hey, everybody, Michael, Nicolas Cage from City of Angels, listen up. Dibs.
This one's mine. I'm gonna
play a
spoon her,
long
but I
game
don't
with this one.
I don't want no strings to tie me down. You know what I mean? I'm not a one woman angel.
Christopher Lloyd, not from Angels in the Outfield, just the real Christopher
Just in
Lloyd.
general,
You
back
keep
off.
Keep your hands. This one's mine. Listen, we're ignoring the obvious truth, and that is if you go to Ponderosa Steakhouse, and you go there every day for every day of your life, you're not going to get the same service every time because there's going to be some variability in the skill of the Ponderosa waiters. They're waiting on you. I don't know why I picked this very specific example, but I got
I'm not sure Ponderosa has waiters, but go on.
I got the Rosa on the brain. We are
I got a
ignoring the
bad
fact
hankering for Rosa.
not every person. If every person in the world had the same job, there would be a very large range of skill. There would be a variety of talent at that job. What I'm saying is that some angels are probably shitty.
So you're saying we're looking like a Goofus and an Eric and Derek situation, and it's like Eric is a good guardian angel and saves you from a car crash. Derek is a bad guardian angel and lets you get kidnapped.
Eric, I think, maybe sleeps in, maybe. and he misses some stuff from time to time. But he does, I would say, an average job, but god damn is he toned. Holy
He's so
shit.
fit.
What he lacks in dependability, he more than makes up in fuckability.
I'm just going to assume that this woman never watched City of Angels with Nicolas Cage, because that put me off of Angel Romance pretty much Kaiser permanently, because I was out of... It's basically the worst ending to any movie ever. And I don't know if you watched that. I'm assuming you probably would watch this film. There aren't a lot of cinematic bonbons that cater to your particular tastes. Like it's pretty much just Michael and City of Angels.
But can you imagine if she just found out about it? Like, wait, what? Say that again? Oh, gotta go. And then
If
there's
you
just like a
watch-
Deborah-shaped hole in the wall.
If you watch the end of that movie,
Diamond,
we're like,
please.
Diamond
Yes.
shaped hole.
that's
That's
for me.
confusing.
That's what I need. I can't imagine.
Can we all agree, though, that we would read this woman's book so hard?
Oh my god, yes. Yeah,
The
for
extent
sure.
to which-
So hard.
If she
Shh,
changes
don't say
the
that
angels...
too. We'd read passages out loud, but don't say that too loud because Terry Gross will hear. And she'll come for your flavor. Oh, you're reading passages from an angel book. That sounds great. Tonight on Fresh Air, angel books. Let's blow it out.
Let's do this.
This week on Fresh Air, Diamond Angels in the Sky with Diamond, or something like that. Griffin hasn't thought of the title of the thing yet, but I've been Terry Gross, and I don't know what the fuck.
This has been the shortest Fresh Air episode ever.
What if like as we're recording this, she's doing an episode like people have been chomping our flavor. What's up with that? Let's talk about that right now.
So, hold on, let me listen into the bug that I've got planted in Griffin's room. Something about Wendy's precogs.
Is there something with that? Can we do something? My producer's shaking his head. No. Okay.
No, but I'm going to go for it anyway. That's Fresh Air. That's
Can
how
we
we
s-
do.
Can we say fuckability on the public? Nope, we can't say fuckability. Lenny Kravitz Marinara breast milk.
Let's take a break. This comedy has been too rip-roaring.
Yeah. It's just too funny.
It's just too funny? If I had one note, I guess it would be that it's too funny.
Too funny? Yeah.
Justin, let me ask you a
Travis.
question.
Hit me, bud.
Say I want to become a new donor. Maybe I've been a fan for a long time, and the past couple of Max Fun, drives have passed me by, and I haven't had a job, or maybe times have been tight. Maybe I was just feeling a little stingy that day. But this year I'm ready.
Yeah.
But I got one question for you.
What is the one question that you have? And it better be one. No, don't do add-ons.
What's
No
in it for me?
add-onsies.
What's in it for Big Daddy?
Well, Big Daddy, I can't with that.
What's
Big
in it
Daddy,
for Big Daddy Donor?
Good news, Big Daddy. We have a ton of great gifts for you if you want to get into donating to the Maximum Fun Network. This is a monthly donation that you're pledging. And remember that this money goes to so many great shows to help us make the shows that you like. But here are gift-wise, here's what you could get. At $5 a month, you're going to get exclusive bonus content. What does that mean? Well, you're going to get bonus episodes for all of your favorite Max Fun shows. You're going to get, if you like My Brother and Me, I'm assuming you do, you're here. You're going to get a live show that we recorded in San Francisco in February. Awesome. You're going to get a
Go ahead and
demo
tell people what
version.
it is.
Yeah, just come right out and say it.
You're going to get the only extant non-deep web episode of Big Gulp recorded live at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, which is apropos because let's pray to God that it stays buried. And the one and only episode of Big Gulp, you're going to get that. You're also going to get the our friend Lin-Manuel Miranda did a version. He wrote the lyrics to Ghost Horse that we sang. It's actually a parody of a song from Guys and Dolls, but he wrote the song called Ghost Horse, and he sent us, when he first pitched it to us, a demo MP3 of that song with him singing all three parts. So that is actually in there for donors. He said it was cool if we include it. So he's got a hot new show called Hamilton that Paul McCartney went to and Bill Clinton went to. But before that, he wrote the lyrics to a song called Ghost Horse for us to sing. So you can hear his original demo.
And that's just the My Brother and Me stuff.
That's just the My Brother and Me stuff. There's if you like the Adventure Zone, there's a prequel episode before the storyline that you
I'm
can
actually
hear.
super high on prequel right now.
That's just $5 a month. If you can pledge $5 a month, you're going to get a boatload of the stuff. That's just our stuff. There's more stuff from Sawbones and Bunker Buddies and so much more. There's a ton of crap in there for $5 a month. $10 a month, you're going to get a Drive exclusive tote bag. How are you going to carry around all your bonus episodes?
Probably on an iPod or
good news.
some kind of mechanical device, right?
That's
Because it's
funnier.
it's bits and bytes.
Yeah, it's all bits and bytes, so you can jam those into a bag, carry them around for it.
My tote bag is too full of bits and bytes. It's hurting my shoulder.
For $20 a month, you're going to get an in-flight power pack. This is awesome. A mobile device charger, collapsible water bottle, antibacterial wipes, and pilot wings, all or most.
Wait, what?
Now hold
Yes.
on. Do you mean the plastic awesome
classic-
pilot wings or
Yes.
the classic?
I don't mean a
Nintendo
copy
game?
of. I don't mean a copy of Pilot Wings. I mean you're going to get plastic Max Fun branded Pilot
Are
Wings.
you sure?
can pin on your
Are
shirt.
we 100%
awesome.
sure? Because I would love to, as an adult now, I really think that I could be better at landing that goddamn hang glider.
Yes, I'm positive it's not a copy of the game Pilot Wings, but it's still excellent. $35 a month, you get a pair of Rocket engraved shot glasses. Do you get all the previous level stuff?
That is
You guys
correct.
know?
It
That
all
is correct.
stacks.
All stacks. Wow.
Yeah, so at 35, you're getting the Rocket engraved shot glasses, the in-flight power pack, the Drive exclusive tote bag, and the exclusive bonus content. Like, that's an amazing deal. And just think about it, like, for $5 and $10, that's like 1 or 2 beers out of the bar a month. Just like skip 1 or 2 beers, and that's gonna cover it. $20, that's like 1 meal out a month. You know what I mean? Like 35, that's 1 meal out with someone else a month. Like it's
$18,000. That is one novelty fish tank large enough to store a small shark that you
Exactly.
would buy a month. One of those a month. You are hardly even going to miss that money. $18,000. $18,000.
We don't charge for the show. We keep it free. But if you feel like you gotten something out of it and you'd like to support us and make more, gosh, that would just mean the world to us. If you would go to MaximumFun.org/donate, you'll feel good. You'll feel good when you listen. You'll think, hey, I'm helping make this happen.
And if it's something that you want to do and it feels like the time to do it right now. Do it while you listen to the episode. If you're driving, pull over to the side of the road.
Well,
do
don't
it
tell
right
people
now.
to do that. If you're driving, wait until you. I'll give you permission to wait until you get where you're going before you.
But don't wait
yourself
too
with
long because this kind of stuff will fly out of your head. Take care of it as soon as you're ready to do it.
And people are going to be like, you're going to start to hear people talking about specifically Big Gulp. And you do not want to miss out on that. So go to MaximumFun.org/donate and get a ton of great stuff.
And if you do, tweet at us so we can thank you.
Yeah. How about a question, Justin?
Yes, a question is something I'd love to provide you with, Griffin. I get asked to take people's picture a lot, but I always feel awkward doing so. I don't do selfies or deal with phone cameras or any cameras at all. I get worried that their picture will suck, and they might ask me to take another one. Or just look at the picture silently.
Interesting.
See what you did here, the
And
framing.
interesting. I see what an unconventional take on capturing the human form.
When I say I'm bad at taking pictures, no one believes me. I try to avoid these awkward moments, but it seems to be unavoidable. I tried to toss the responsibility to someone else around me, but it rarely works. What do I do to avoid these awkward situations?
You should stop hanging around the Statue of Liberty.
just like with your hands in your pocket, like, well, don't wonder if anybody needs a little assistance. I'm happy to help.
How often does
what
this
I'm
kind of
saying.
thing come up?
Okay, so can I say something?
Yeah.
And you're going to think I'm lying. But Rachel can attest to this. Anytime we are out at a place that is even a little bit touristy, I always get stuff to take people's pictures. Now, not a problem for me because I'm fucking tight at it, basically.
But then this would be my question, Griffin. Should this person try to avoid these situations or just get better at taking pictures.
It's literally a one-step process of getting better at taking pictures. Because cameras do fucking everything now. They automatically do everything that you need them to do. You just have to put the human beings that you are capturing in the box so that they occupy 2/3 of the space of the box. And now you're a master photographer. Take the human beings, point the box at them, get them in that box so that they occupy 2/3 of the box. 66.6 repeating % of the space. Now I know you're wondering, which 2/3 of them should I do? The part with the face on it, and then you want to get the head. You want the extra third to be above them. So
but what if they have good features they want to get? What if they have a really juicy butt?
Well, then you got to do a caricature.
We got to fucking picture.
Could you take a picture of me? No, but what I can do is draw you a whimsical drawing showing your giant bottom.
I tell you,
do you want to be on a surfboard? Maybe graduating?
I got a group. I went to New Orleans with a group of my friends, and we had somebody take a picture of all of us at a bar, and they took a picture with my camera and handed me the camera, like, pretty tight, right? And literally, we were the bottom half, and then the sky was the top half. Hey, fucking Mork from Ork! I don't have antennae!
You're not looking at the sky saying, man, I wish we had this at home. Like, you know that part. You know what that looks like. Here's what you do to diffuse it. Next time somebody asks you to take their picture, say, I can't do that for you, but I would love to paint you. I have a studio nearby.
Okay, Justin, let me picture this. Ask me to take your picture.
Should I actually take my picture?
No. And then just walk away.
Okay.
And then just escape into the world. Or just say, like, I wish I could, but I'm unstuck in time. And then walk away.
Sorry, hologram. I guess that'll work for, like, a lot of shit, huh?
Sorry, guardian angel. Yeah, say, you could see me? And then, oh, no.
I bet the 2/3 thing is the part that's messing him up. He just keeps getting closer and closer till he's basically like pressing the lens against their face. Like, is this right?
Am I photographing?
Is this photo?
You could also say, I'm afraid that you might be a ghost and I would kill you if I took your picture.
Ooh.
That's how it works.
That is how it happens.
Oh, just say something like, oh, I've fallen for this before, and walk away.
It's
At
just
least them going like, oh, he's probably got a good reason.
There are so many dumb things you could do, as we've established, or you could make it so their human frames occupy 66% of the box on the camera, and then press the button that activates the camera. It's the easiest. It's the easiest thing. Do you guys want a Yahoo?
Please.
This Yahoo was actually sent in by a ton of people over the course of the past couple weeks, and I thought that we should talk about it now. Thank you to everybody who sent it in. It's by Yahoo Answers user Max, who asks, can you describe your face expression while eating and drinking? I am doing a research now.
Oh, is that it?
One more time.
That was
One more
it?
time, please. One more time from the top.
Can you describe your face expression while eating and drinking? I am doing a research now. And there's a question mark. I don't know if they're maybe kibitzing on when they'll do the research. If this could be considered research. If they're the people doing the research.
Or they're participating in the research.
There's a lot of variables. Think about it, though. Because when you eat, everybody... Think about your face when you eat. Because I think about it, and I think that I make like a yummy face, and it's a smile because I'm happy to be eating. But I don't know for sure because
I know that mine, because I've practiced in front of a mirror and been told a couple of times, brow furrowed, very focused, almost angry, defensive, very focused, like in the middle distance, stare, just trying to get it over with as quickly as possible.
Do you hate eating food, Travis?
No, I love it so much that I'm afraid I'll be interrupted. That's my biggest concern, is that someone may try to talk to me or engage me in some kind of interaction while I'm putting the best stuff in my mouth. If I'm eating a really good burger, I wish everyone else was dead for that minute.
That minute, Travis.
For that minute. I'm not asking for the world.
You are asking for the
Consume my
whole.
burger quickly. You just leave me alone for the brief amount of time. Don't sit there and say like, "Oh, you look like someone's about to take your food away." Yes, I'm afraid of that. Please just let me enjoy this.
Has
this
anyone
moment.
ever? Has anyone? I'm gonna fucking diagnose you right now, Travis, because I feel like your relationship with food has been a running goof on this show, and I want to get to the bottom of it. Has anybody actually ever, while you were sucking down some baby back ribs, ever walked up to you, obtained the ribs, and removed them from your grasp?
No, I tell you, the real thing, Griffin, the real truth is that I am very verbose. I like to talk a lot, especially when I'm having a meal with friends. And what I end up doing is talking so much that I fail to actually consume my food. So I've gotten really good.
That's patently untrue. I've eaten hundreds of meals with you, and I've never seen that happen.
Well,
never
not
heard
with
you
you
talk.
guys.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying with like people I like and don't talk to all the time.
Sure, right.
I'm saying as soon as food is presented to you, you unhinge your jaw and place your head over the plate like some sort of fucking moray eel.
But like when you put gas in your car, you're never thinking like, I wish I could savor this more. You're trying to get the gas in your car quickly so you can go on about your day.
I thought you loved eating so
I
much.
do.
Which is it?
I want it to go quickly and beautifully and wonderfully and done.
You're like an Olympic ice skater, right?
Yes.
You want it to be
in so
perfect.
many ways.
You're like, you want it to be perfect, but you also need it to, like, you don't want to draw it out any longer than you have to because your legs are going to give out.
Exactly. You've nailed it. It's like the most beautiful symphony would really like lose its luster on like the 16th hour, wouldn't it?
I think everybody has, though, like, gotten their food taken away at a restaurant when you weren't done. Maybe you go to the B room and you come back and you're like, oh. And there's nothing in that moment more delicious on earth than those like 7 chips and half a pickle and like one bite of the calzone.
Have you ever
Like,
had
it's
the
just-
moment where they come for your food and then you're like, oh, wait, I'm not done. And you speak before you think and realize that the only thing on the plate are like 3 chips and half a pickle. And they're like trying to take it. And you're like, oh, no, what? And then they kind of look at you and you're like, no, it's fine.
Have you?
It's
What's
fine.
what's worse, that or just like, hold on one second? No. Yeah, we're done now.
What if they could put that? What if they could put that? They could fucking time lock that and put it on the menu. Like, for $35, we will give you the last 7 chips and a pickle that we took from somebody that they didn't get to eat, and it will be so much more delicious for you.
But you secretly order it from someone else at the table. So they like look away for a second and then they look back at you and you're eating 6 chips and there's nothing in front of them and they're like, oh, Jeremy, no. Jeremy, tell me you didn't do this to me.
You did this to me again.
Why do we keep
That's
coming
obviously
here?
mine. That's my ketchup mess I made on the plate.
Jeremy, no.
I'm into this idea now. I'm getting super deep into this idea of like going to fucking the most notoriously slow TGI Fridays in town. They take a while to get your food out to you. Going there, ordering a big plate of baby back ribs, some fries, and a side dish. I don't know what they have there. Never been. And waiting for 40 minutes for my food to get there, and then they bring it to the table, put it down. I stand up, put $40 on the table, walk out and leave and drive home, and I guess jerk off because it would be the most incredible tantric experience of my entire life. You're laughing, Travis, because you could never do that. I will give you $10,000 if you can ever go to TGI Fridays, order a plate of delicious, sweaty baby back ribs, and then stand up as soon as they get there and walk out.
Griffin, you are so correct because sometimes just the very thought of maybe I might go out to eat later makes me so happy in a
Right.
way that most normal people will never experience.
Yeah.
The idea of having someone bring food to me that I did nothing to earn is very exciting.
Is it kind of wonderful being like a food goblin?
It is. It's so freeing. If you could let go of all the mores and everything holding you back about what you think is appropriate about how to eat, your life becomes so much better.
I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, but I guess there is some satisfaction to be derived from it. I feel like you're a prisoner of your own creation.
No, I'm free. You're the one trapped in a food prison. Look in your own life. Don't just sit there and judge my way of life. walk a mile in my food-filled shoes.
Why is there food in there?
I eat so quickly it falls down. Sometimes I eat so quickly it falls down
Why are
into
there
my
Twizzlers
shoes.
in your Pumas, heavyweights?
If someone told you had to make shoes out of food, what food would it be, Go?
God damn it.
I would say probably ciabatta.
A firm bread or a jerky.
Some kind of firm bread with jerky
Gross.
laces.
I get one of those big bolognas that they haven't cut up yet.
Uh-huh.
You always see in meat stores, but you never buy them because, like, what am I going to do with that?
But Justin, what about the coyotes?
I'm a bartender / server, and I work with a lot of awesome people. If I happen to bring friends or family to eat my bar when I'm not working, I of course want to generously tip my friend / coworker that waited on us, but it always feels awkward. Similarly, if I have a drink after my shift and want to tip the bartender, he or she is uncomfortable about me tipping them as well. I've even fallen in the trap of being weird about my friends tipping me. How do I navigate this situation? Do I only tip them the customary 20%? Am I required to tip them more because we're friends? What do I say when they say, "Oh, you don't have to tip me"? Help. That's from Tiptoeing in Ann Arbor.
God, if only the Japanese style. This is probably why Japan was like, let's flip it. Why don't we flip that switch? Because we work together and this is crazy. Flip the switch, guys. No more tips.
This is one of the rare times when I'm forced to, I have no idea. Like, I don't even know where to start.
Wait, you're saying that literally everything we've ever advised people on,
You had some idea.
you had a lot of ideas.
I at least in those scenarios had some kind of gut reaction that I followed, and I was like, yeah, this is what I would do. I have no, like, I listened to you read the question, and in my brain was going, because just the idea of, like, handing someone because my immediate reaction is just this idea of, like, well, you know what goes into, like, you know what the process is, you know what deserves a tip, what doesn't, you know what they're actually doing that would earn the money. And so you should be the best judge of it. So then if you're left going, I still don't know, like, well, then I don't know. Like, yes, if they say not to tip them, don't tip them. Yes.
What if, when you start a job at a new restaurant, you have to give every other person working in that restaurant $10? It'll be a pretty big lump sum right up front. And then when you wait on each other, you just hand that $10 back and forth. And it's like a friendship 10 spot. And you just pass that back and forth. And then when you quit the job because you tooted in the kitchen, I've never worked in a restaurant
And you
in
can
my
never
life.
return.
I don't know.
Daniels!
I don't know how anything works in
my
the world.
office.
Then you cash out. No, that doesn't make sense. I was close to something, though, wasn't I? I was really close to
You were
something.
teetering on the edge.
When I was a young man back in high school, I worked at the Blockbuster Video, rest in peace. I thought that what everybody should do, I thought, people would come in and I would get rid of their late fees or something. And I thought, what we should do is just have a system of hookups. It's like, you come to Blockbuster and I'll hook you up. And then when I come to TGI Fridays, you hook me up, maybe some free mott sticks, or I don't have to tip you. And I thought that I basically invented bartering, is what I had done, but I hadn't really realized it. I thought this was a great system, and like somehow my stupid teenager brain, like the system had been put into place. So I just started like giving everybody who I knew like the hookup, and just kind of assuming it would karmically come back to me, pay it forward. Like that kind of thing, like would be revisited the next time I went to their place of business, and never ever happened, and I got fired.
Isn't that such an awkward moment when either someone comes to visit you at your place of work or you go to visit someone and it's unclear as if there's an expected, like if someone's like, oh yeah, come eat at my restaurant, and then you get there and you're like, wait, are they going to hook? Is this a deal? Are they inviting me here and then I'm going to get a discount? Should I ask?
I just want to point out, karmically speaking, God killed the Blockbuster Video.
Wasn't God that killed the Blockbuster Video. 'Twas man killed the Blockbuster Video.
No, man couldn't kill Blockbuster Video. Their fucking business was perfect. God looked at that and saw pride and said, you hurt my baby boy Justin, and just sort of destroyed the whole thing.
I thought you were saying God saw the pride in Justin trying to rework the structure of humanity through his
No, he saw
bartering
Justin.
hookup
He saw
system.
Justin fucking giving freely to his fellow man. And Blockbuster Video saying, no, this will not do. You are fired.
Or Uncle Sam heard that I had figured out the solution to like ending capitalism, and they're like, "No, this is terrible. Everybody close down Blockbuster and fit Netflix."
It's time to release Netflix. But sir,
Time
we
to
agreed
release
that would be
Netflix.
2021. Nah, this kid in West Virginia has cracked the code.
And they were tripped out because then I went to Best Buy and I started selling people Netflix subscriptions. Like, wait a minute, he's on to us again.
Justin, you should really go to Burning Man sometime. I think you'd really get a kick out of it.
Yeah, you think?
What do you make? Do you make something that you could barter with at Burning Man?
Kelsey Grammer's.
Yeah. Well, those probably wouldn't hold up so much in the 115-degree sun.
Dick jokes?
I don't think those are going to satisfy. I wish I could go to Burning Man, but just bring money and just be the only person there that's allowed to use it. Because I think that would be... I think secretly people would really get a kick out of it because they can, like, leave Burning Man and be able to spend it on shit. And also, like, I wouldn't have to worry about how bad my fishhook earrings are. Oh, God, I just did the potluck thing, didn't I?
You ruined
I
it.
just did the $15 potluck thing, and I swore I would
Yeah.
never become that type of man.
Just like that,
And
Griffin
that-
ruined
just-
Burning Man.
One episode to kill Burning Man, to unseat Burning Man.
Like 45 seconds of one episode to unseat Burning Man. Well, you know what?
What
If
if
it's that
Burning
easy
Man-
to
what-
kill, then it didn't deserve to live.
What if Burning Man like went on long enough that at first I was like, well, I could just trade you these 3 hacky sacks for like one of those Afghans, and you're like, that's I don't know why I need an Afghan at Burning Man, but okay, let's go
It gets
for
cold in the desert at night.
And then like it went on. And you're like, you know what? These hacky sacks are really easy to carry around. Maybe I should just say, like, we could just use you to represent, like, if I have 5 hacky sacks, then that means that, like, it's worth 1 blanket. It's easier just to keep track of how many things that we've made or sold.
Sure.
And then, oh, fuck, 48 hours later, the whole thing has collapsed. There's a McDonald's there. They've got the whole, they've
I'd
got,
like a sausage biscuit. Okay, that's going to be 2.5 hacky sacks.
I gotta cut another hacky sack open. What are you people even doing with these half hacky sacks?
Minimum hacky sack wage isn't even enough to buy our own McDonald's hacky sack food. This is bullshit. Well, can I go to Burning Man? As long as we're talking about Burning Man for some goddamn reason, can I go to Burning Man with like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh sticker, 1 Yu-Gi-Oh sticker, and challenge myself to trade up to a goddamn Toyota Tundra, drive somebody else's Toyota Tundra away from Burning Man through a system of Yankee swaps.
That should be like in the least amount of moves, like kind of like
Right.
game show. I would watch that. It's like I can get from Yu-Gi-Oh sticker to Toyota Tundra in 5 moves.
Guys, I got big news for you.
What's that?
Farm wisdom. Grow some peas with Warren G. Farm wisdom.
With what?
With Warren G?
grow some peas with Warren G.
That's what I
Farm
thought you
wisdom.
said. Okay.
Have you been to Warren G's farm?
The G Ranch?
The G Ranch?
The Circle G?
His potato harvest came in really well this year because I think he's really been regulating the fertilizer. Fuck me. Farm wisdom, here goes. If you add a new chicken to a brood of chickens, they'll turn on it as an outsider and peck it to injury or death. To avoid this, simply wait until all the chickens are asleep and put the new chicken in the coop alongside them. When they wake up, they'll assume that everyone around them are their friends and get on fine. Even the new chicken is fooled by this. I was with this until that last part.
Yeah, the new chicken's like, yeah, this seems right. Nothing weird about this.
There's like 18 of me here, and I don't know what that means, but are we cool? We're cool.
Hey, Steve, Fred, Ginger, you, and
Me?
how long have you been here? I don't know. I feel like forever. Yeah, that seems right. Let's be friends.
I also feel like I've been here forever. That's weird.
Yeah, that sounds about good. You guys aren't gonna like peck me to death, are you? Like, no. As far as we know, we've known you for years.
I understand you guys are joking right now. What is the value of chickens having a sense of time? Like, that seems like the last thing you want those poor beasts to have, right? I've been sitting here for what feels like a very great amount, like a great span. Why can't they just sit and chill? Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Have you been here the whole time?
For me, Justin, it's not a sense of time. So I'm disturbed by the lack of memory. Just that idea of like a chick who goes to sleep, it wakes up somewhere else, and it's like, yeah, this is it. This
Yeah,
is
it sounds
right.
about right.
Yeah.
I wish that human beings had this. I feel like it would help out with mine and a lot of other people's social anxieties if I went to sleep next to my beautiful wife and I woke up. Who's that sitting in the chair? What's up? I'm Mark. Hi, Mark. I guess. Are we like buds? Like, yeah, I guess so. I just woke up here too. All right, cool. Do
We've
you want
been
to go
friends
get...
forever? Is that what you're
Is
saying?
this
Is that what you're saying? Do you want some
this a Saw
brunch?
movie? Are we on Saw now? Is this Saw?
No, that thought wouldn't even enter my mind. I woke up next to Mark. He must be pretty tight.
You must have gone to sleep next to Mark.
It's the only thing that
say-
makes sense.
They say farm chickens have no memory. I guess their lives are much like mine, you know? In the little
Go on.
plastic castle is a surprise every time. Wait, no Annie DeFranco fans here? No Annie
Nope.
DeFranco fans? No
Just
Ani
a
fans?
couple Warren G heads.
Hey, Justin, I have another
Yeah.
question for you.
Hit me.
Say I've been a MaxFun donor before. Say in the past I've been maybe a $5 or a $10 or a $20 a month or $35 a month donor.
Yeah.
And every year it just seems like the MaxFun content is getting better and better and better. Maybe I've had a raise. Maybe it's just been a really good year for me. And I just wish I could give more. Is there a solution?
Yeah, there is. You just do it. You go up in there and you pledge that you're going to increase your gift. And if you increase your gift, let's say right now you're doing $5 a month and you're like, you know what, I'm going to get in there with $10 a month. You do that, you're going to get the gift associated with that higher level. You're going to go
Really?
in at you got to go in at 10, you're going to get your tote bag. You decide I'm going to up it to 20, you will get that in-flight power pack with the mobile device charger, collapsible water bottle, antibacterial wipes, and pilot wings with the MaxFun logos on them.
Now, say it's been a really good year.
Yeah.
Like I just made partner at the firm.
Yeah.
Are there higher
business
level?
firm.
If I really want to throw my money around like a big shot, are there higher levels?
If you pledge $100 a month, you're going to get membership in the Inner Circle. That's a monthly culture club where MaxFun hosts pick something that they love and is really like something very special to them that they want to share with people, and you get it in the mail like every month. You get it delivered to you because you're part of the Inner Circle. That's really cool. That's at $100 a month. For $200 a month, you get free registration to MaxFunCon 2016. Who's going to be there? It doesn't matter. You're going for free.
And that's $200. You get the registration, the Inner Circle,
Circle,
the rocket engraved shot glasses, the in-flight power pack, and the drive exclusive tote bag, and all of the exclusive content. That's huge.
So I think that's pretty huge.
Also,
you can-
Justin, at $200 a month, Justin will come to your house and dance for you.
Every day.
Not every day, just once. He'll pay for his
There
own. He'll
are-
pay for his own travel. He will get there and he will perform a dance any style. It doesn't have to be seductive, but you'll probably want
And
it to be.
I can guarantee you he'll commit to it. This won't be like a half-assed, like, oh, let me do your dance. Like, he's going to be up there, he's going to be moving, and you're going to say, oh my God, I finally see what it means to dance.
He's
This
not
is
gonna.
poetry.
He's not gonna be. He's not gonna be crying while he does the Macarena.
No.
because that would ruin it.
No.
That would ruin the Macarena.
I'm just reading the small print here, and everything I just said was a lie. Justin will come dance for you. Okay.
If you want to come, if you want to donate some cash, you can go to MaximumFun.org/donate. Maybe you started listening to some more shows. You know, we added a ton of new shows. You know what we added this year? Let's say you're already a My Brother fan. You know what we added this year? We added a show called Bunker Buddies that Travis does with his friend Andy.
Yes.
And we added a show called The Adventure Zone that we do with our dad.
And we've continued
And-
to do amazing shows like Sawbones with Justin and Sydney.
Thanks. But
But
I'm
we've-
saying, like, we've got new shows. Like, there's maybe more things that you're listening to now. So maybe you want to kick in a few bucks to make that, like, pay. I'll tell you what else.
What's that?
If you don't kick in more money, then our dad doesn't get any of your money.
That's
That's
correct.
true.
Don't
We
you-
will
don't
leave
you
him
want
on
our-
the streets where we found
Don't you
him.
want to leave? Don't you want our daddy to have some money? And here's the thing that a lot of people miss about this: you are giving money to help MaximumFun.org. You're supporting an amazing network of shows. But when you make your donation, you say what shows you love on the network. What you say the shows that you listen to. Your money is going to those shows. You are directly supporting the people that create these programs. Like, you're not only supporting a great network, part of your money goes to all the great work Max Fun does and looking for new hosts and making the shows and doing all the great Max Fun stuff. But you're literally supporting the shows that you love so much. And it seriously means the world.
I mean,
And also, like, we would not, Adventure Zone would not exist without these donations, because it has allowed us to spend more time working on podcasts. The money has allowed us to spend more time working on podcasts. The Adventure Zone wouldn't exist. Bunker Buddies wouldn't exist. We've been able to do live shows. Like, we've been able to, like, front the money for live shows.
I was able to
travel and
move to
stuff.
Los Angeles specifically to try to develop more and more stuff for my brother, me, and our other amazing shows. It really, and not only that, let me also say this, because we've been talking about money a lot. It means a lot to us to work for a listener-supported network. It's really great. I talk to a lot of people who create a lot of content for a lot of different things, and knowing that our listeners are also, like, supporting our network, and knowing that what we do means something to you guys means a lot to us. And it's really amazing to be a part of this organization and be a part of you guys, because that's the thing. When you become a donor, you become a part of Max Fun, and, like, we're all in this together.
We also have challenge donors who are current members who will pledge a small amount of money for each new and upgrading member. So, like, even if you're coming at the bottom level, you're coming in at $5 a month. Like, first of all, there's nothing insignificant about that. That's huge and awesome, and we appreciate it. But it's also going to kick in a lot of money, because there's a bunch of challenge donors who are going to kick in a lot of money for every single new and upgrading member we have. So really think about it, because your donation is essentially doubled. If not tripled or quintupled, or I don't know the math. I'm bad at it, but
we understand that financially it may not be possible for you to donate. That's totally fine. What we would ask, though, is if you can't donate, share that link around. Tell other people to donate. MaximumFun.org/donate and say, hey, I can't do this, well-heeled buddies, but maybe you could throw these cats a few bucks. MaximumFun.org/donate. We love you just the same. No matter what, you're still our buds for
do you guys want a Yahoo?
Yes, please.
Sure.
This Yahoo was sent in by Level 9000, Drew Druid, Drew Davenport. Thank you, Drew. I feel like maybe Shaman. We should go back to Shaman, because it's a lot of Drew. Right?
Is Drew just? I think Druid. It's too much.
Should we call it just Yahoo? We'll figure it out in post. It's by Drew Answers User.
We'll run it through the boys in R&D.
Blondies, who ask, am I the only one annoyed about this at the fabric store? And it's not that I'm really annoyed by it, but it happens every time. Already a little mea culpa.
Don't back off. Stick with this.
I'm not really annoyed by it, or that it happens at a fabric store. It's not that I'm annoyed by it, but it happens every time, and I'm curious to see if others have the same experience. I go to the fabric store. Been going my whole life.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm a lifer. I pick up my material, and once I go to have the gal cut my yardage, they ask me every time at every store, so what you making? I kid you not. This has happened each and every time I have visited the fabric shop. Now, I'm not a snoot and kindly say I'm making my Halloween costume, or I'm sewing doll clothes,
or I'm dressing as a doll for Halloween,
or I'm making curtains for my new place. But in all
people
honesty,
can't see me playing with my dolls.
But in all honesty, is it any of their goddamn fucking business what I'm using the fabric for?
How much editorializing was there, Griffin?
They said damn business,
Okay.
but put that Griffin McElroy filthy mouth twist on it. Think about it. Again, I've never not told them why I'm buying the material. But why is it every single time? If I was sewing a quilt to wrap my dead cat, if I was sewing a quilt to wrap my dead cat up in, you know? Why should they care?
Then you just say, I'm making a quilt. Just leave it at that.
Why are you making a quilt, though? For what specific
For my dead
purpose?
cat, you insensitive bastards.
Even my newlywed husband, his first time at a fabric shop, walked out saying, why is it their business what you're making? I laughed and said, sweetie, this happens every fucking time.
Welcome to the club.
Anyways, am I the only one that experiences this? I love fabric stores. Love the employees. But why is it their fucking business to ask what you're making? LOL.
Let me say, from working at COC, I did buy a lot of fabric for, like, sets and stuff. This is true. You get asked a lot. And for me, it was always a little bit awkward, because I would get to say things like, I'm going to make a blood-splattered sheet. or
Yeah.
like I'm making a fake wall, and they'd always look at me like, "Oh, okay."
Usually it's just doll clothes.
Usually it's doll clothes and quilts for dead cats.
Next time you come in, can you just say doll clothes? It's a lot less psychically upsetting for us. We like routine here at the Michaels. Our number one hobby here at the Hobby Lobby is just hearing you talk about the beautiful clothes you're making for your beautiful
in,
doll.
in defense of the employees of these fabric stores, it's not like there's it's not a fast-paced, high-energy kind of store. You know what I mean? So like their excitement comes from hearing the projects that you will be working. How much time is it taking out of your day? What kind of inconvenience is it to say like, I'm making doll clothes? Okay, great.
Just make
Thank you for sharing with me.
conversation. You know what they can make in there? Nothing. They can make conversation. Please let them live vicariously through your creation.
How
Please.
come every time I go to the barber, they ask me how I want my hair cut?
Hold on,
Is it
hold
any
on.
of their damn business?
We need to revisit this idea of the people who work at the Hobby Lobby not being allowed to make things in the Hobby Lobby. Because I think
I
about...
thought that would pass without inspection.
Nope.
Like the opposite of an employee discount is an
I went
employee
ahead.
ban.
I grabbed that in my dragnet, Justin, because I'm imagining now all I can think about is the back room, the employee lounge at the Hobby Lobby, just people taking those like styrofoam balls and just seeing what kind of crazy shit they can get up to back there.
We're doing a random locker check. Turn out any needles, pens,
No,
styrofoam balls.
It's like a dystopian future back there. They can't. What you're missing, they can't create anything with their hands because they assume that they got. No matter what you have, no matter what the physical object is that you are creating, right? Anything, they probably have the stuff for it at Michael's.
Yeah.
So any object, if someone sees you creating things, they have to check you when you go in and when you go out to make sure you don't have any other physical objects. Because if you did, if they're like, well, what's this wallet? This is really nice. Like, yeah, I bet you made it while you were here at Michael's. We have everything.
Is that why all the employees at Michael's work in their underwear?
Right. That's exactly.
Okay.
If you've ever wondered why they are naked with an apron, that is why.
And
It's
have
because
wires
they're not-
coming out of their head connected to the central processing unit to prevent thought crime.
That's the thing. You can't even create things with thoughts because they were inspired by like the macrame.
What are you
and
making?
Stuff.
Doll clothes. Oh, that gives me an idea.
No.
I mean, thank you very much. Have a great day. Thank you for shopping at Michael's.
The only thing you're allowed to make at Hobby Lobby is babies. Because you don't have a choice.
Because they gotta have new employees.
Now, Justin, are you okay? Are you theorizing that they like sign an agreement? It's a very like gulag totalitarian thing, or
More like goulash.
is it a
Sorry.
is it a psychological torture where they just
I just want to say, Griffin, that was a really, really funny joke. And I'm glad you stopped Travis for it. That's what he deserved, and that's what that joke deserved. And I love you for that.
Thank you. I love you too.
or is it a psychological thing where they've just been told so many times that they cannot create? That they just believe it so intrinsically at this point that if someone was like, why don't you sew something? And they're like, I couldn't. I can't. Please leave. Just take your fabric and get out. Don't stir the pot.
Travis, most gorillas have been in captivity for so long, they think that freedom is something they dreamed. Mm-hmm. That's a line from one of my favorite movies, Instinct, with Cuba Gooding Jr. and it's something that I think applies really well to this situation.
Is it possibly a security protocol for in case they are using the fabric to make a dirty bomb?
Or
You're not
making a felty bomb. We can tell. It's a felty bomb.
Is it, or like, I don't know, a murder robe? A ceremonial murder robe. And you have to tell them, or else it's entrapment, what you're making.
Sorry, what? How do you think entrapment works?
If the Michaels employee asks you what you're using the fabric for, and you are intending to make a dirty felty bomb, you have to tell them, or else it's entrapment. Know your rights, people. If you don't know your rights, you're not going to be able to protect yourself out there. What's that?
I'm playing taps.
Oh, is it for the podcast?
No, not for the podcast. For a funeral for a friend. One last time around the old corral, because everybody has fucking chomped his flavor. We're going to trot it out one last time, and then it's fucking done. And don't ever ask about it again because everybody ruined it. And when you told people about it, when you told your Terry Gross about this great bit you heard on a podcast, Jerry Gross, I'm speaking to you, nephew of Terry Gross. When you told Terry about
I'm Scary Gross.
Scary Gross is actually a really tight name for like whoever takes Elvira's place. Just kidding, Elvira will live forever. This doll, it's Haunted Doll Watch, by the way.
If you are so saddened by the death of Haunted Doll Watch, first of all, haunted dolls can't really die. Second of all, there's a Haunted Doll Watch bit in the MBMBaM bonus episode, so get at it.
Authentic haunted doll, Katie Frida. Extremely active, very rare spirit. Very rare spirit's weird to me. It seems like those are just one apiece, I believe. But anyway.
Are you talking about like if you find them in the pack of Pokemon cards?
No, I think he's saying like Travis McElroy's is of course a very rare Travis McElroy.
Oh, like you're only going to find one Travis
One
McElroy.
spirit. Like, why are there multi-pack spirits? Anyway.
I got a holofoil spirit.
This doll has been a part of my spirit family for nearly a decade. I want to say something about Haunted Doll Watch.
Okay.
What I'm going to miss the most. What I'm going to miss the most about Haunted Doll Watch is a lot of people ask me, like, where do you find this stuff, Justin? Like, where are you getting this material from? Literally, I've never prepared for Haunted Doll Watch. As I've been sitting here, I type ebay.com and then I type Haunted Doll and I literally read the first one and it's always the best.
You type
like,
HAU into Google and it autofills.
And it's such a rich vein. It was so easy, but now it's but it was too easy, you know? You know how James Dean was too good at acting, so God killed him? It's like that.
That's
So
exactly
anyway,
what
this
happened.
doll is a needy and demanding spirit.
What's the doll's name?
This is Frida / Katie, and I'll explain that in a second. I now feel there are a few that can deal with this special girl. By the way, I'm looking at the reader on her haunted energy, and it's up to danger. So,
Justin, I hate to ask. I'm afraid to ask. Could you share the link?
yes, I can set you all up with the link to see Katie Frida, or you could just Google and the first fucking thing you see when you search haunted doll, that's the one that you get. So anyway, Katie and Frida, people sell haunted dolls on eBay. I'm sure you know that if you fucking read Vice or listen to Fresh Air or whatever. But we profile some of those dolls. We're talking about Katie and Frida. Katie had a difficult and short life. She was born and unloved. This abuse created a split in Katie's mind. She created another self to withstand the torture and abuse. This girl's name is Frida and is Katie's other self personality. Now, I hear all you reaching for your fucking buy it now buttons after reading that shit, but I do have to warn you, this costs $150 to bring this into your life. Katie Frida passed away at 6 years old from neglect, abuse, and malnutrition. She died in the darkness at night and was very cold. Excuse me? Are you selling this? This is for sale? What kind of advertising are you doing with me right now? Frida has turned doorknobs on both bedroom doors. Katie has shown me events through dream state that left me in tears.
Okay, so it's sort of a double whammy. Sort of all the shit that dolls can do, which is turning doorknobs spookily, and also going on dream adventure. What if you're on a fucking dream adventure with your goddamn guardian angel, and Katie rolls
Hey,
up
get
like,
out of here, Katie. This is my spooning.
My favorite line is it goes through like all this stuff, and it's honestly too brutal to read on a quote-unquote comedy show. But the last line is, I want to ensure Katie is in the best home possible. Just like, fuck you, Frida. I don't care where Frida ends up. Frida can fuck off. But no, Katie is cool. 150, if you don't mind. Please be at least 25 to purchase.
And rent a car.
That's not the first time we've seen that warning.
Younger people aren't like...
A 22-year-old
They're-
doesn't have the emotional maturity to deal with a Katie and or Frida.
Guys, can I, this listing is fucking great if you're not looking at it already. There are 2 pictures from the 6 or 7 that are available here that look like they are snaps of Bigfoot. like Katie or Frida was just like running across the room and they just like managed to snap a pic of her. They are absolutely miserable pictures.
I love the one with the scanner because it looks like Katie is saying, "You ain't scanning me, are you?"
Yeah, that is. Let's talk about this ghost dollometer because I think it's some racist bullshit. Because this is the scanner. This is the metric that the ghost doll scanner, the ghost dollometer uses. There's safe, caution, and danger. So if there's a ghost in the doll, there's going to be a ghost in the doll. There's a ghost in like half of the dolls that there are in the world. There's no setting on there to be like,
but it's cool.
There is a ghost in this, but they're totally cool.
They also don't mention their return policy.
No return policy.
Hey, listen, I bought that
Not
Katie
applicable.
Frida doll.
It's like 75% Frida. And I was expecting a 50-50
If you go
split.
to this listing for no other reason, make sure to stop by and see the picture of what appears to be Frida/Katie, I'm assuming Frida, staring into a mirror while standing
It's the
over
best.
a painting of the Virgin Mary. What is that look? What is happening?
I don't see the Virgin Mary in this picture. Is that
no.
weird?
Dun, dun, dun. The end. Haunted dolls dead.
Griffin was a haunted doll the whole time.
Is it possible that the resurgence in Haunted Doll, and by resurgence I mean surgence,
Pre-surgence.
of
Primo-surgence.
haunted dolls in the media's eye, ever watchful eye, is going to lead to one person who buys these dolls up for the sole purpose of destroying them and making our world a safer and better place.
Possible. I hope that that's what happens. I mean, more likely though is we are fucking kicked right back to Beanie Baby fever mid-90s.
Yep.
People are gobbling these things up like crazy. They're spending way too much, just assuming that they're going to get the investment back at some point.
They even got the haunted dolls that come in the McDonald's kids meals. You know what I mean? They're
Right,
collecting
but-
all the haunted dolls.
Clearing out the college funds just to buy Stephanie/Gordo or whatever the haunted doll is. That's what I think. And my hope is that once the smoke clears on haunted dolls, we can swoop back in there. It'll be retro at that point or something. Like we'll be doing it ironically. I think that's the only hope for more haunted dolls. But that's what I think is.
But
the
at that
future.
point, Katie/Frida will be like 36 years old,
and
she'll be like, I just would like to like get a job.
just like she's like the mayor of Portland or something.
I have you guys want a Yahoo?
Yes.
Yes.
This Yahoo was sent in by Dan Green, who asks. Nope, he didn't ask it. Fucked that right up, didn't I? It's by Yahoo Answers user Rishi, who asks, how can I fight well against a guy I took under my wing?
What?
To put it simply, I need help, badly. I practice Jeet Kune Do, a self-defense martial art. I've been going for nearly 7 years, and I've come a long way since then. I'm now the best teen in my class. I'm 15, by the way. Who at 8 is like, I'm going to get in a Jeet Kune Do? However, a year ago, another guy the same age as me started learning, and I basically taught him, and he was learning the ropes. Nothing bad about that. But when it came to sparring, I gave him all my killer secrets to fighting well. As we became good friends, we sparred more together. Now he uses all my tactics that I taught and develops it, and now he's better than me by far. I get completely whitewashed, and he masters all the special traps I learn in an instant, whilst I can barely do them with 3 weeks of solid practice. It's also frustrating, as now my confidence has dropped because of this, and my mind goes blank whenever I spar. I can't think of any tactics to use, and he just keeps getting better and better by the day. Can you guys give any advice to me on how I can get my ferocity back? All help is useful, thank you.
This is so classic.
It's a prison of his own creation.
It's so it's so obvious what's going on. He is the chosen one, right? It's a classic storyline. The person who's worked really hard, like trying to become the chosen one, and then somebody just like ghosts in, and it's like, but he gets everything instantly. He's not working for it, right? And I'm supposed to train him. I should have been the chosen one.
He's the last dragon.
Yes.
And he took the globe from you.
Yes. So I think you should kill him.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Now I know it seems extreme,
Yeah, like the most extreme thing you can do in any given
but
situation.
that's the only way
Travis.
that she's going to be able to become the chosen one.
Or he. It's definitely a guy. Just based on their avatar.
How can you tell from the avatar? Are they like spraying on some Axe or something?
I think we have like a do me a favor, you two. Go try to get in a fight with a mirror and win. You can't do it because they block your blows with their own blows.
Yes, but Griffin, in this scenario, the mirror is kicking his ass.
Well, yeah, because it's a haunted mirror.
Oh.
What they did, Taskmaster, on Spider-Man Unlimited, that cartoon, Taskmaster is a character that learns your fighting style immediately as he watches you fight, and you nobody can beat him in a fight because he knows all your moves. He watches you fight, right? And then as he's watching you do the moves, he flips it on you and does the moves back on you and better. So what I'm saying is he's basically the Terry Gross of fighting guys.
Okay.
But listen, here's how they beat him, right? Spider-Man switched costumes with somebody else. Spider-Man dressed up like Iron Fist, and then they did each other's combat moves. So he didn't know where it was coming from.
So wait, was there a moment when Iron Fist saw Peter Parker straight up and was like, "Oh great,"
saw his dick and everything? He took his pants off.
No, they all know. They live with Aunt May, so they all know the story.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah,
I haven't.
they throw
So
it
what you're
around.
saying, Justin, is the classic, if he knows what you're going to do next, do the last thing he would expect. And if your normal move is you go high, low chop, right? Just stroke his chin.
Quarter circle punch.
then maybe this time go "Woo!" and he won't know what to make of it, and then you punch him in the gut.
But he is going to know what to make of that. You will go, "Whoop," and he's already going to know what the fuck you're doing. You have to get outside of your own head. How's this for a suggestion? Get out there to spar, and he's like, "Let's go. Let's go, sensei." And he's saying that tauntingly. Ooh, what a jerk.
I hate that.
And then but then you're like, "Oh, hold on, I gotta piss." And you go to the bathroom. And then while you're in the bathroom, whoop, do a whip it. And then go back out there. And you're real fucked up. You're going to be real fucked up. And you're not going to be inside your own head, so he's not going to be allowed in there. He's going to be like, "All right, time to do the thing that I did that you taught me." And you're like, "How about this new thing?" And you hit him.
And you sit down and take a nap.
And you hit him with the backside of your bicep. And he's like, "That wasn't effective, but I didn't see it coming."
Are you okay? You're really wavering.
It's
You're
like
kinda wobbling on your feet.
It's like drunken master shit, but whippets.
Whippet master.
You're 15. You can't buy alcohol, but you can probably get some whippets somewhere.
Somebody has whippets. Folks, that's going to do it for us on our podcast. Thank you so much for listening to this special length episode. Want to remind you one more time, if you like Max Fun shows like us, Jordan Jesse Go, you like Rendered, you like Baby Geniuses, you like Bunker Buddies, you like The Adventure Zone, we're making all these shows for free. We just would love it if you could, but they're not free to make, Costs time, costs equipment, costs hosting, all that stuff. If you could help us pick up the tab for that, it would really mean a lot. You can get a lot of great gifts, tons of great content for $5 a month, exclusive bonus stuff that you can't get anywhere else. For $10 a month, exclusive tote bag and the bonus content. For $20, get a mobile device charger, a collapsible water bottle, antibacterial wipes, and Pilot Wings with Max Fun logo on them, plus the tote bag and all the downloads and bonus content. You're going to love all of it. MaximumFun.org/donate is that link.
And this
Go
is
there
also
now. We need you.
This is also a great time to listen to all the other shows on Max Fun because everybody's bringing out super long episodes, bringing out some of their best material. This is a really good time to go listen to the other shows.
I want to thank John Roderick and the Long Winters for the use of our theme song, "It's a Departure," off the album Putting the Days to Bed. I feel like we don't thank them enough, even though we do every episode.
Every single.
We should be thanking them 3 to 4 times an episode.
You're right, Travis. We should.
Also, follow us on Twitter at MBMBaM, and we'll give you all kinds of updates and talk about the MaxFunDrive all week, all 2 weeks. And
be sure to let us know if you donate so we can thank you.
Yeah.
Y'all want to find on Yahoo?
Yes, we do.
Please.
This Find on Yahoo is sent in by Dave Page. Thank you, Dave. It's by Yahoo Answers user Antoine Grady, who asks, "Is it just me, or has Britney Spears been replaced as one of pop music's top stars?"
I'm Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
It's been my brother, me. Kiss your dad square on the lips.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist owned.
Listener supported.
Hello, I'm Taco, the Elven Magician.
Moral High Church here, the master of clerical magic.
I'm Magnus Burnsides, the fighter.
Did you guys like that? Did you, the listener, like that? You were just swept up in a world of high fantasy and magic where anything can happen and anything is possible. Hi, I'm Griffin McElroy, Dungeon Master for the Adventure Zone, a new podcast on Maximum Fun, in which magic and mystery intertwine for a very erotically charged role-playing experience. You can catch it every other Thursday here on MaximumFun.org or iTunes. It's Dungeons & Dragons, but with family.